Hi, I'm Logan Levkoff, and you're watching Around the Clock. Some of you may have seen the hilarious prank that Jimmy Kimmel pulled on a bunch of children by telling them that the grown-ups had eaten all of their Halloween candy.
Can I tell you what happened to your candy, Blake? I ate it all. I ate yours too, Alan.
Me and Mommy ate it last night when you were asleep.
Well, I ate all your Halloween candy. How much was it? Oh, Rachel.
I know if that was my household, there would be tears for a very long time. So tell me, obviously that's not the way we want to curb a sugar rush, but what do you do to regulate your kids' candy intake after Halloween? Kendra, let's start with you.
All right. Little Hank's almost 3 years old now. And, we finally had his first real Halloween this last year. And I was really nervous. Like, we don't eat candy at our house, man. We don't have any candy or anything. So Halloween was a big step. I think Halloween was his first time he ate a piece of candy. And but I said, you know what? He's going to be a kid. I'm going to allow him to be a kid today. He was around kids that were eating candy. I didn't want to be that mom. So I gave him some M&Ms, and he ate one by one for so long, and that's all he had. And I think by giving him just a bag of M&Ms and just that lasting him all night was the best thing that I could do.
Allie, what about you?
I'm not a parent that says no sugar at all. I do feel like there is a balance. And I would love to say, I'd like all the healthy options to give around Halloween time when they go trick-or-treating, but that's a little unrealistic. I mean, they have Halloween parties at school, they get candy there. Then when you go trick-or-treating, of course, house to house, they're giving out everything from, Snickers to lollipops. So what we do is I allow her to have a few candies while we're trick-or-treating or if she's at the parties. And then when we get home, we kind of sort through our candies. We pick out our favorite ones. And then for the next 3 or 4 days, she gets one a day. And then all of a sudden, magically, all the candy disappears. Some of that candy makes its way to my bedside table in the top drawer. For those little late night sweet cravings.
Layla?
My son is also so young, so he just had his first, real Halloween, and I think it was really exciting for him just to go out and collect the candy, and they just feel like, this accomplishment and ownership of the candy. It's theirs, and my son also didn't eat a lot of candy because that's not something that we buy and provide for him. So once he got over the initial excitement, he had a couple of candies that he ate, and then, like Allie said, a few days go by and he kind of forgot about it and it just disappeared. I got rid of it. But I think that for most kids, they don't forget about the candy, and I think for us, it's important as parents to just take control and just give them a few pieces at a time, and, after a certain amount of time goes by, the candy should go away. It shouldn't just be there forever, because candy is not only going to make our kids hyper, it's just not good for them. It's not good for their teeth. It's not good for their system. And, that artificial sugar just makes it even harder to get them to eat healthy when they start getting used to that taste. So that definitely isn't something that I was going to let my son continue to do for a long time. So thank God that he just wasn't that into it anyway. Not yet, anyway.
I have to say Halloween is the biggest holiday in my house. My kids start asking about Halloween the day after Halloween, waiting for the next Halloween. And it is a grotesque display of gluttony on a number of levels. But we do similar to what Allie does, which is we hoard all of our candy and then we throw it all on the floor and we separate it into what are the kids allowed to eat, what they can't have, what's hard candy that they're going to choke on, and we put in the garbage or, garbage in quotations. And then eventually it just miraculously kind of disappears from the house. But I have to admit, I do like my share of Halloween candy. So what about you ladies? What's the one thing you would steal from that plastic pumpkin?
It's usually chocolate, like a Hershey's Kiss or something like that.
Layla, what about you?
I like the fruity candy, so I'm going to be getting the Skittles and the Starbursts and the Now and Laters. Those are very hard for me to resist.
Kendra, what are you stealing from Hank's basket?
It's a toss up. I'm obsessed with Jolly Ranchers and little Crunch bars, the little ones.
I have to say I love the candy corn and pretty much anything that has caramel or peanut butter in it. So I usually have a very successful Halloween. That being said, we want to hear from all of you because, Halloween is one of those holidays where you have trouble controlling all the gluttony. So share this video, pass it around, let us know how you manage your child's sugar intake after Halloween, and keep watching for more episodes of Around the Clock.
Subscribe now. You'll never believe what our moms will be revealing on the next Around the Clock.